The laws applicable to transfer pricing in Uganda. First, we have the Income Tax Act, Chapter 340 of the laws of Uganda. You have to note that this is a principal legislation governing any matters to do with taxation in Uganda, and in case there is any inconsistency between the Act regulations made hereunder and the OECD documents, the Act shall prevail. It takes precedence over any other document or regulations that are made hereunder. So the next law applicable to transfer pricing in Uganda is the Income Tax Transfer Pricing Regulations of 2011, which came into force on the first day of July 2011. And these regulations were made under sections 90 and 164 of the Income Tax Act, Chapter 340. So far, we can state authoritatively that there is an Income Tax Act, Chapter 340, and the regulations made thereunder. Regulation 6 of the Income Tax Transfer Pricing Regulations of 2011 provides for application of OECD documents. Under Regulation 6, Subregulation 1, it is stipulated that, subject to Subregulation 2, these regulations shall be applied in a manner consistent with the arm's length principle in Article 9 of the OECD Model Tax Convention on Income and Capital. The OECD Transfer Pricing Guidelines for Multinational Enterprises and Tax Administrations, approved by the Council of the OECD for publication on 13th July 1995, C95-126 stroke final, are supplemented and updated from time to time. From this, we can draw an inference that even the OECD documents apply to Uganda. But however, under Regulation 6, Subregulation 2, it is stated that where there is any inconsistency between the Act, these regulations, and the OECD documents referred to in Subregulation 1, the Act shall prevail. This regulation I've stated shows which law in Uganda takes precedence or takes priority over any other law in Uganda. So the hierarchy of the laws is we have the Act, regulations, and the OECD documents. So next we have the Practice Notes 2012. They were issued on the 5th day of May 2012, and their effective date was the first day of July 2011, and they were issued by Allen Kagina, who was the Commissioner General at the time. These practice notes deal with transfer pricing documentation and what should be included in the transfer pricing documentation, among others. Of course, we have case law. Case law is one source of transfer pricing in Uganda. Case law has several functions. It has an interpretative function and a lawmaking function. Case law makes sense of statutory law. It may discern the purpose or intent of legislation, the meaning of words and provisions. It may resolve ambiguities and apply the relevant act in the determination of one's tax liability. Courts are there to interpret the legislation when disputes to do with, for the context of the topic at hand, what disputes regarding to transfer pricing arise, the courts come in to determine, they come in to apply the law and solve the dispute there is between the taxpayer and the tax authority, which in this case is Uganda Revenue Authority. In the course of resolving disputes, the courts create law. Where the legislation is silent on a particular matter, the courts must come in and fill in the missing words. In the course of resolving the dispute before it, a court enunciates principles of more general application that are followed in subsequent cases. This is what we call the doctrine of precedent. The principles at work are what we call the ratio decidendi. That is basically the reason for the decision, and stare decisis, which means to stand by the decision. Thank you.